Hello here at Kylemore Natural Energy Research. This is Patrick O'Brien, and I stress once more again the research, natural research. And you say, what does natural research mean? Natural research means if you live in an environment like your ancestral people, living in harmony with what's around you, working a normal day with everything that you can facilitate that would balance up something. Here is something that I am doing here at the moment, and I have been doing here for the last 15 years, gathering rainwater. It's the very exact same thing as you're gathering hay from a field. It's a gathering system. It's the same with the gathering waters from all the reservoirs. But here is something quite interesting. I have emptied this tank to clean it out. And the roof of this house over me is gathering the rainwater. I have taken all the leaves. There have been no dirt on the shed because I have checked it out. But yet, we come in here and we see what gunk, what stuff, shit, muck is actually in this water that is coming from somewhere. And this is quite interesting because we have to walk and live in this environment. And what I'm trying to do is I planted 40 acres of beech, oaks and Scots pine to help with this environment around me, to take in the toxins from the cars, the planes, everything, the dust from the roads that's raised by cars driving. We have a different environment that our ancestral people had compared to us. Are we more healthier? Are we more healthier? If you look and take away medication from our health, are we healthier now? We live our medication when we come to certain, because the doctors have come up with these remedies. But the understanding of life is how you can live in your physical body for 92 years or 80 years without air or drop of medication. That's the great understanding about health. That's your wealth. That can't be bought. Nature is the giver. You are the receiver. Now, here what I'm doing, I watch, we leave our clothes steep in, where I'm working with this tank. I hold water in this tank to wash the clothes, and I now have to clean this out and clean up the crystal stones, which they're here. And I have the crystal stones here, which was got below in Carrigan-Banno, and they're very high heated crystal stones, very hard. You would cut your hand off the side of the edge, and I am putting them crystal stones there to balance up the water. And look at the state of the stones. They're snow white stones. So my learning today is what we have to deal with what's coming in our environment. If we take our ancestral people where they had a plough and a horse and that, we would have different matter completely in that muck. In counter, we are using cars and fuel from the earth, which the earth is an ancient memory of molecules that makes up particles of vegetation, parts of trees, that is down in the earth of ancient old. And we're taking this up out of the earth, send it into our atmosphere, and we don't know the makeup of the finished molecules that makes up our environment. Are they healthier for you as an individual? Remember, nature balanced them. Nature have balanced them molecules as they are in the earth. But when you take out and split the particles and make 20 or maybe 200 components from oil, now you're changing all the particles. And now we have to live within this environment that we're doing this. The ordinary people are not wise enough to understand that they have to live within this environment, and today's environment is what it's all about. We're only a cog in time. That's all we are. We're only a time in a space. Every one of us. So was our ancestral people. And we're all on a learning curve. Every one of us. That's all we do on the earth, learn. Here's what I do. I have changed the washing machine and taken the magnetic fields away from the washing machine. And I could talk about that another time. Taking the magnetic fields, taking the motor, taking the AC electricity from it, using a natural way of pedaling. And my girlfriend loves this because she's an exercise person. She exercises every second day. Here we are, the clothes in there, and they are in there steeping. What we do with this pedal bike basically is, you don't pedal for 20 minutes. What you do is, you pedal and stir the clothes, because we have a good type of suds in here, and of course it's natural again, because we seek out the best as possible to be as natural as possible and still take out the dirt. Now, you stir and then you leave it steep. You pedal for about 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes and you go off and leave it there. Because when you live in the environment that we live in, you give yourself time and you work with everything according to the day. Whatever it is, if the sun is shining, you go and cook. If there's no sun out, you can do something else. It is all about training yourself. So this bike is once more again doing its job and learning about what I pick up in clothes when the clothes is washed. And these are the materials that's in the clothes, the plastics, the particle of the materials that make up the earth is actually in the clothes. And when you connect it there to the magnetic fields, you store a certain amount of static electricity in your clothes. And that static mightn't altogether be working with your body. So we work a lot with cotton. Cotton is a filter, releases static electricity, don't hold on to it. And the understanding of cotton is pleasant. It's not as good as to wash, but we came up with a way of washing with cotton. This is Patrick O'Brien here, looking at rainwater and to seeing what's in it. For showing it to people that wants to learn about time and space that we're living in right now. We are healthy for one reason and one reason only, because we have doctors to give you tablets. If I took you and lived you a way of life without no tablets, in an environment which we are living here, this is our test here, to live in an environment to try and get your body to work with everything that is there. And I have something like 14 different systems all working, and the biggest one is solar panels producing electricity. We are without nothing here. We have freezers, we have washing machines, as you see, we have electric vehicles, we have laptops, we have everything we need here. We have gardens, we grow our own veggies, we have heating systems, we have everything we want, but we produce it with 90% intention of green energy and balance. This is Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Natural Energy Research, doing this for something like 15 years, every day learning. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.